So, Namo Buddhaya, dear children. So, first of all, let's worship our great teacher, the Supreme Buddha, Supreme Dhamma, and Supreme Sangha with me. After that, let's observe 5 precepts. Okay? Say with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato Sammā Sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato Sammā Sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavato arahato Sammā Sambuddhasse. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe 5 precepts, say after me. Pānātipātā vēramaṇī sikkhapaдаṃ samādhiyāmi.
Pānātipātā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings.
Abstaining from killing beings.
Adinādāna vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
Adinādāna vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing.
Abstaining from stealing.
Kāmesu miccācārā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
Kāmesu miccācārā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct.
Abstaining from sexual misconduct.
Musāvādā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
Musāvādā vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies.
Abstaining from telling lies.
Suramēraya majjapamā daṭṭhāna vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
Suramēraya majjapamā daṭṭhāna vēramaṇī sikkhapadaṃ samādhiyāmi.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from taking
abstaining from taking
intoxicating drinks and drugs.
intoxicating drinks and drugs.
I follow these precepts
I follow these precepts
for happiness in this life,
for happiness in this life,
for rebirth in heaven,
for rebirth in heaven,
and to realize the Four Noble Truths
and to realize the Four Noble Truths
in our Buddha's dispensation.
in our Buddha's dispensation.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Itipiso bhagava arahang Sammā Sambuddho Vijjācarana sampanno Sugato lokavido Anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Santa deva manussanang Buddho bhagavati Swakhato bhagavata dhammo Sandittiko akaliko Ehi passiko opanayiko Paccattam veditambo vinyuhiti Supatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Nyāyapatipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Sāmici patipanno bhagavato sāvaka sangho Yadidan chattari purisa yugani atta purisa puggala esa bhagavato sāvaka sangho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyakhetang lokasati sadhu sadhu sadhu. So Namo Buddhaya, dear children, and again today so we are going to learn our Supreme Buddha's beautiful teachings. And in this way, every Sunday, you collect many merits while listening to Dhamma and meditating. So, today I am going to teach you about a very special Dhamma fact. And before we come to explain this Dhamma fact, we have to listen to a beautiful story. Okay? So dear children, our Supreme Buddha, he was born about how many years ago? Like 2567 years ago, he passed away. So we have to add 80 years. So then he was born that much years ago. So at that time in this India, that was the most beautiful time because there were many people who wanted to cultivate many good qualities in their life. Today it is different in this world. Today people need just facilities. They don't care how their mind is, how they use their words, how they talk to each other, how their mind is it pure or filled with bad things? They don't care. Nowadays, the world changed. So therefore, in Buddha's time, it was completely different. So at that time, they also needed facilities, some sort of things. But more than that, they cared for their mind and qualities and how they behave with others, how they like in this way. So therefore, at that time, many people, some of them without any teachers, they tried to practice many good qualities. But to attain Nibbana, to experience the sorrowless Nibbana, you need to have a teacher. So therefore, at that time, after Buddha started preaching Dhamma in this beautiful India, throughout this beautiful India, so many people, they just woke up and then they started following the Supreme Buddha. And many of them quickly, they gave up their lay life, parents, siblings and all other facilities, money, not like today, that were like crore, like gold. So they gave up everything and they became monks, and because they wanted to have a great life, not the facilities all the time. So therefore, there were many millions of good people in this India, means arahants and all other good upasaka upasika. Therefore, at that time, people lived very happily, because in every house there were might be 2 or 3 Buddha's disciples who are practicing Dhamma, who are developing loving kindness, sort of thing. So therefore, that was the most beautiful time in this world. So, among all other monks, there was a very disturbing monk in Buddha's dispensation. He is called Devadatta. He had kind of like hatred in his mind, which came from many lives throughout this samsaric journey. And because of that hatred, he disturbed, annoyed the Supreme Buddha a lot. And also there were a group of monks with him who also helped him to annoy the Supreme Buddha and monks. One of them was Kokalika. So there was a bad monk like that. His name was Kokalika. So our story is all about Kokalika Bhikshu. Sometimes you haven't heard about him. Kokalika, his life, his character is like this. He one day, actually he was his father was very rich, and his village name is also Kokalika, his father's name is also Kokalika. So his father made a beautiful big temple for his son, Kokalika Bhikshu, and offered. Kokalika lived there. So one day, Sariputta Arahanta Bhanteji, or Moggallana Arahanta Bhanteji, the greatest monk in this Buddha's dispensation ever. So these greatest monks wanted to stay in a calm place for rainy season. Therefore, Sariputta Bhante, Moggallana Bhante with all other 500 monks went to Kokalika's monastery. After that, he said, Kokalika, please don't tell anyone about our presence. We need to stay, we need to have we need to live freely, we don't need to be disturbed by anyone. So please help us. So Kokalika, he said, he promised, okay, Bhanteji. Then throughout this rainy season, 500 monks, including Sariputta Bhanteji, Moggallana Bhanteji, lived calmly and they lived happily. At the end of rainy season, Kokalika thought he was a bad person, and automatically bad thoughts started arising in his mind. Then he thought, I am going to inform the people. Then they would offer various things to the Sariputta Bhante and Moggallana Bhante, because they are to depart now. So therefore, then Sariputta Bhante, Moggallana Bhante, they wouldn't take the parishkar with them, the things with them. So therefore, I can have them. So therefore, at the end of rainy season, he informed Upasaka Upasika that, did you know who lived in my monastery throughout this rainy season? That was Sariputta Bhante, Moggallana Bhante. You are very unfortunate because you didn't offer anything to him. You even don't know about them. Then the Upasaka Upasika got shocked. They thought, oh my goodness, Sariputta Bhante, Moggallana Bhante has arrived at our village. And next day, they arranged various kind of things, valuable things and clothes and all sort of things. And they went to the monastery. They offered to the Sariputta Bhante and Moggallana Bhante and 5 other monks to them. So, what is the intention of Kokalika? He needed to have these things. He didn't want Sariputta Bhante and Moggallana Bhante take these things. But the Sariputta Bhante thought another way. He thought, it looks like every day Kokalika receives these kinds of things. Therefore, today I will share all these parishkara offerings to the monks, with the monks. In this way, Sariputta Bhante offered robes to the 500 monks and all other things shared with the monks. And after seeing this thing, Kokalika got angry. He got angry and jealous. Sariputta Bhante, Moggallana Bhante, he didn't know about anything. They went off. Then Kokalika went to the Supreme Buddha directly. And in front of Supreme Buddha, Kokalika starts saying that, Buddha, do you know, Sariputta, Moggallana is very bad, they are very bad monks. They have very bad intentions and desire. In this way, he kept saying. Supreme Buddha said, Kokalika, please don't tell so. Please don't tell so. Kokalika, Sariputta, Moggallana are great monks. They are great monks. Therefore, please be delightful in them. This is not a good thing to say. Then the Kokalika said, Bhanteji, I have faith, I have Shraddha in you, but Sariputta, Moggallana are very bad. And for the third time it happened. Supreme Buddha stopped, but he didn't stop. And after that, saying this, he went to his kuti, his room, and laid down. At that very moment, there were kind of little like water bubbles, like came on his skin, and they got bigger and bigger, and like tennis ball all over his body. Swelling things like this. After that, they like cracked, and now completely he is in great pain. So within maybe 1 hour or 30 minutes, it happened quickly. So then a Brahma who lived in Brahma world, Anagami Brahma called Tudu, came to Kokalika Bhikshu. After seeing this, he was a teacher of Kokalika before. Now he is in the Brahma world. He came to the Kokalika and he said, Kokalika asked, who are you? I am Tudu, Brahma world se aaya hai. So I came from the Brahma world. I am Tudu. Why did you come here? I came here to advise you. What kind of advice you are going to do? Kokalika, please be delightful in the Sariputta Moggallana. They are very great monks. Because of your bad words, now you are in big trouble. Now you can see the result right now. You are in great pain all over your body. Like bad smell is coming and completely wounded and completely in this way. So please give up this bad idea. Then this bad person, now everything happened because of what? Because of word, mouth, not protecting mouth. So Brahma said, he said to Brahma, what did you come to the human world? Stay there. Stay there. Why did you come? Even now, bad people don't shut their mouth up. Still using bad words. Then the Brahma said, like, what do you call it? Like bad people, asatpurusha people, when they are born, when they come to be born, they have an axe in their mouth. So they hit with the axe to themselves and to the other. In this way, they get destroyed by their own words. So in this way, after saying these things, he disappeared. And the Kokalika, he was born in the hell called Paduma. His lifespan is very long, millions of years. So now, still now he is there. So dear children, this is a beautiful lesson for us. Like bad people always use their words as a weapon. They destroy others and themselves get destroyed. So monks started talking about this incident. What happened to Kokalika? Because of his own mouth, because of not protecting his mouth, words, he got destroyed. He was born in the Paduma Naraka, the hell. At the evening, Supreme Buddha came to the Dharmashala, like where he preaches, give Dharma pravachan, Dhamma discourses. And then the Supreme Buddha explained, dear monks, not only in this life, but also even in the past, because of mouth, this Kokalika got destroyed. Not only this in this life, but also in the past, he got destroyed like this because of mouth. Then the monk asked, Bhanteji, please tell us that historical incident that we don't know. So then the Supreme Buddha explains, dear monks, in the past there was a turtle in a pond in Himalaya, in India, in a pond. And then there were two swans, birds, swans, white swans, who used to come to this pond, and because they came every day to this pond, this turtle and these two swans became friends. Now every day they talk to each other in this way. But later, because of drought, little by little pond's water disappeared. It started disappearing, and no rain. Therefore, and now pond completely there is no water, dried out. Then one day when two swans came, they said, dear turtle, dear friend, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. We are here. We can help you. How can you help you? Help me. There are so many beautiful ponds in this Himalaya, India. So we will take you to another pond. Therefore, don't be afraid. But dear friends, I can't fly. How can I go? We have a plan. We will hold this stick with our mouth, and you grab the stick in the middle. In this way, we will take you and fly to the next pond. Are you ready? He said, I am ready. Okay. Supreme Buddha says, the swans advised him, highlighted him that there is one thing you need to remember throughout this whole journey. It is, you are not supposed to open your mouth. You have to keep your mouth closed. Otherwise, you know what will happen. Then he promised, I wouldn't talk. Okay. Then he grabbed a stick, and two swans grabbed the same stick in both sides, and they start flying. Now they are in the sky, far away in the sky. They are flying very fast. Swans fly fast. So, but now they are traveling over a village. There were many boys playing in a playground. They saw two swans taking a turtle and flying. After seeing this thing, boys started shouting, look at that, look at that. That turtle is flying. Look at that, what a beautiful scene. Turtle got angry. He couldn't help himself. He wanted to blame. He wanted to say, what's the matter with you? Because my friends are taking me. So he wanted to say this thing, and he opened his mouth to blame them. And swans were flying very fast. How much fast? When he fall to the ground, it was in that village, Varanasi. Varanasi king's palace, over the king palace. He fall on the king's palace and hit somewhere and he died on the spot. And swans, what can they do? They kept flying. Supreme Buddha says, dear monks, at that time, that turtle was Kokalika. At that time, the turtle was Kokalika. So therefore, Supreme Buddha says, so even at that time, because of mouth, he got destroyed. So therefore, Supreme Buddha, after saying this beautiful story, he said, Yo mukha sanyato bhikkho mantabhani anuddhato attang dhamman cha dipete madurang tasya bhasitang. Supreme Buddha says a beautiful stanza. If a bhikkhu control his words, and if he remove arrogance, ego, and if he use pleasant words, and if he teaches Dhamma, his words are so delicious, so beautiful, Supreme Buddha says. If a monk keep his mouth well controlled, and if he remove arrogance or ego, he live without arrogance, and when he speaks wisely, like after reflecting wisely, and he preaches Dhamma, then his words are so beautiful, because there are no bad words in his mouth. So this is the most beautiful life in this world. So therefore, dear children, this is a very beautiful story. After reading this beautiful story, I remembered you, because I need to share with you also. It is so beautiful. We can see, maybe you also have seen, I see in my life, in everywhere, because of not protecting mouth, many people get into troubles. Watching some kind of videos, because of using the words in the wrong place, in the wrong time, they get into troubles. So therefore, if we keep our mouth controlled, we can be away from many dangerous situations and problems. So in Buddha's dispensation, it is said that we need to control our words. We need to remove arrogance. Because of arrogance, like man, we keep using our words without control. If we remove arrogance, if we live grounded, then we wouldn't talk whatever we need to talk. We will think about our words. So therefore, that's how it is said in Buddha's teachings. We need to control our words. So therefore, we are not supposed to say anything. We need to deal like, I saw some kind of like stories. It is not said in the Buddha's dispensation. This is not Buddha's words. But if you deal with your words like it is limited, then you can control it. Like we know that our words are limitless. We can say anything until we die. But if it is limited, we would use our words only for needs. If there is no need of saying, we wouldn't say. We would protect our words because it is limited. Like that, we need to behave. It is not a Buddha's word, but it's beautiful. It gives us a sense like this is how we need to use our words. It needs to be limited. If there is no need of talking, we shouldn't talk. It helps us to live calmly, peacefully, friendly, and happily. You know, at some classes, with some kind of friends, because of you use some kind of words in the wrong time, your friendship broke up. But later you thought that I didn't mean that. But now how can I explain it? The friendship is completely broken apart. So therefore, we need to keep protected. So Supreme Buddha said, he said the same thing which was said by the Brahma. Supreme Buddha said, my unwise people, they come to birth with an axe in their mouth. So bad people have an axe in their mouth, a weapon. Using it, he harms others and himself. So therefore, bad people always use their axe, use their weapon to harm others. So Buddha says like they shoot arrows to others. What's the name of arrows? Words. Words just like arrows sometimes. They hurt others. They hurt ourselves. So in these ways, Buddha explained about our words. It needs to be controlled, protected, and like that, guided. So therefore, this is how in Buddha's teachings, he talks about our mouth and words and how we need to talk with others. So therefore, Buddhist people in the past, they always protected their mouth, words, and many times they lived silent till there is a need to talk. So it is a very beautiful thing in our life. Silence. Silence. One day, Anapanasati Sethji was approaching another religion's monastery. There were many people, they are not Buddhist, they were shouting, talking. They saw Anapanasati Upasaka, not a Buddha, not a monk, but lay person, Upasaka, is approaching their monastery. After seeing this, they quickly became silent. And the leader of that group of, they were also like monks, not monks, but they have given up lay life and kind of religion. So they said, please be silent. Friends, please be silent. Buddha's one of Upasakas is approaching our monastery. Silence, they like silence. If people are silent and calm, they think that we need to approach them. We need to go to them, talk with them, because they are calm. So therefore, if we stay in calmness, he would approach us. He will come to us, talk with us. Therefore, please be silent. Please be silent. Look, at that time, Upasaka, Upasika, they were so much silent and very powerful, filled with great qualities and silent, so beautiful. And even the ones in other religions respected them. They recognized their intention and desire. So they also became silent in front of Buddha's disciples. So therefore, dear children, try to have this beautiful habit that we need to control our words just like it is limited. We are not supposed to boast all the time or tell lies or like sort of things. Did you understand? So dear children, so these are the limits for our words. There are 4 limits for the words. Okay, what are the limits? Supreme Buddha said, we shouldn't tell lies. The first thing. We shouldn't tell lies. That's the first limit for our words, for our mouth. And we are not supposed to use harsh words. That's the second limit for our words. Third one is, we are not used to like Kokalika, like we are not used to words to break others' friendship. And the fourth limit is, we are not supposed to gossip the words which is useless, just for spend time, to spend time. So therefore, these are the limits for words in Buddha's teachings. So beautiful. Except for these bad things, you can use your words for anything good. Away from these 4 bad things. So what are the first thing? What is the first thing? Telling lies. Oh, we are not supposed to use our words to cheat others or like that. Telling lies means someone is asking about some roots or something or like that. We tell lies to cheat them, to hurt them. So that's a bad thing. So we shouldn't use our words till our death to tell lies. We need to remove it from our life forever. Telling lies needed to be uprooted. No more telling lies. Don't tell lies. Second one is, we shouldn't use our words to break others' friendship. It means, it happens in this way. Supreme Buddha explains, ito sutva amutra akkata imesang behedaya. He hears something from this place. Someone is talking about someone, he listens to it and go to that place and repeat the same thing in order to break their friendship. He repeats that. Do you know? He's talking about yourself. He said in this way, this way, this way. And after that, they wouldn't be friends anymore. Who did that? This third person did that. Because of repeating the thing, it happened. So therefore, it is called Kokalika, malicious words or something like that in English. So we are not supposed to use that. So therefore, never repeat anything from here to there. But I used to repeat everything in front of my mother, but I couldn't help that because I didn't have any siblings. So I am the only son in my family. So from the childhood, I used to repeat every single thing what happened throughout the day in front of mom. So I don't think that is bad. But between friends and all other aunties and uncles like that, neighbors, if you repeat, if you listen, if you hear something, every day, every time, every place, it happens, and it hurts others' feelings. So therefore, we are not supposed to repeat others' words in other places. He said this one to you. He wanted to reveal your secret. In this way, we are not supposed to repeat others' problems. So understand these bad words and remove it. Be freed from these kinds of words. If you hear something like that, just keep it in your mind. Don't repeat it. Otherwise, their friendship would be broken. Who comes to fix it? No one would come to fix it. So therefore, please never repeat these kinds of words which causes problem. Okay? Try to practice it. Give it a try. You can do it. Third thing, you are not supposed to say harsh words. Harsh word means maybe parents need to use some kind of words to control their sons. I'm not talking about these things. I'm talking about all the time when we talk with others. We can use pleasant words with manners. So if we use our words in a bad way to hurt others all the time, harsh words. These are called harsh words. So we need to remove them. We need to use like in a the proper words, in a proper way, in a mannered way. So that's called controlling your mouth. And the fourth one is no gossips. Without gossips, isn't there any life to you? Completely life is life filled with gossips? There is no life without gossips? Is that so? No, there is a life without gossiping. You need to practice it. Gossiping means, Supreme Buddha explains, 32 or like that gossips. Supreme Buddha explained us, like Anna Kata, Pana Kata, Vatta Kata, about foods, about drinks, about clothes, Yana Kata, about vehicles, about parliament, about ghosts. In this way, there are so many topics. After talking about these things, you feel like you did something useless. Your time was wasted. So these kinds of speeches, talks, are called gossiping. Just you feel like, oh, what did you talk about? So I didn't want to talk about these things. My time was wasted. These things are gossiping. There is a beautiful life out of gossiping. Without gossiping, there is a beautiful life. You see, it is filled with loving kindness and strength, encourage, and shield, and all sort of good, beautiful qualities. And with the mindfulness, there is a beautiful life out of gossiping. So therefore, Supreme Buddha explains us, look, this Buddha's dispensation so much beautiful. How much beautiful is that? So in this Buddha's dispensation, he explains about this our whole life, how to control it, how to use it. So therefore, today you got to learn about our words, and throughout a beautiful story about turtle and two swans. In childhood, we learned about that story. We didn't know that it's a Jataka tale, but now we know that it is a Jataka tale. It's a true story which happened in the past, and it was Kokalika. And the two swans, like Sariputta Moggallana Bhanteji, like as I remember. So at that time, they couldn't do anything because they advised him, protect your mouth, otherwise you will get destroyed. So like Buddha explains us, Buddha advised us, protect your mouth, otherwise you all would get destroyed. So like we are turtles right now. So Buddha advises us. So we need to protect our mouth, otherwise we also would fall from the sky if we don't protect our mouths. How do we fall from the sky? Yeah, when we die, we will fall into the hell. And we would get into troubles. You know, I saw a video yesterday, kind of short video. A girl, she was in the court, and the judge gave her he gave the judge like final judgment. He gave like this is the thing for you. It wasn't like a big punishment, some kind of cool thing. And she, when she leave the court, she said a bad word. Oh, and gracefully she said a bad word. She went, and judge called her. Come back. Did you say that? Yes. I'll give you $10,000 fine. Then she got surprised. That, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. And still she couldn't control her mouth. And again, when she leave, she says something else. And then judge asked, come back. And he gave 10 days, she needs staying 10 days in the jail. In this way. So, that's not a like joke. It happened in reality. So, therefore, if we don't protect our mouth, we also would get into trouble one day. So, therefore, we need to follow Buddha's advice, beautiful advice, like Swans advised the turtle. He didn't listen, therefore he got into trouble. So, but we wish you all and myself, we would get chance to listen to Buddha's beautiful advice. He explained every single thing in detail, and we would have a chance to follow Buddha's words and to stay away from all the problems and sufferings, and to get rid of sufferings and attain Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, let's ask forgiveness from the triple gem. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang acchayang kama me bhante bhori panya tathagata. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang acchayang kama me dhamma sandittika akalika. Kayena vacha chittena pamadena maya katang acchayang kama me sangha punyakketang anuttara. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I wish you Abhivadana silissa niccang vaddha pachayino Chattaro Dhamma Vaddanti Ayuvanno Sukhang Balang Ayurarogya Sampatti Sagga Sampatti Mevacha Atho Nibbana Sampatti Viminate Samijjato. Sukhi ho, Dirgaya ho, Sukhi ho.